Yep, you gotta love this. Monday morning, it's still morning, 10:30. Monday morning, can't even get into Sydney. I can look at this fucking shit. Apparently you've got about another 8 kilometres of this before we can get into the North Connect. There's a car's somehow rolled over going down the Dipper, and he's blocked up the left 2 lanes, but we've got another fucking 6 k's before we get to there, so I'm just going to stick in this left lane. Apparently all traffic's going to get over into the right lane or something, but I don't know, we'll see when we get there. Probably in about a fucking 1 hour to get a 5 k's up the road. That's trucking for you. Well, at least we're slowly sort of creeping along now. Didn't have my truck at the end of last week. She was in for a service, well overdue for a service. Running a lot. I mean, it wasn't rough or anything, but she's running a lot smoother now. Everything's greased up again and got lube in where it needs to be, and yeah, all we shit's looking good again. So anyway, today's little chat, there was a comment a few videos ago, and I thought, what a fucking perfect sort of thing to just mention. I can't remember the person's name, so sorry in advance, but you know who you are. And I can't remember exactly what the comment said, but it was very along the lines of, is it okay, or, how do you ask for help, advice, you need a hand or whatever, if you're at a service station or a truck stop, but it doesn't matter where you are, but is it okay to ask for help? And the short answer, yes, it's perfectly fucking fine. In most cases, I would rather ask for help than to just guess something and end up fucking something up. Now, some people don't have the same mindset. Let's see if this car's still here. Maybe they've cleared it. Looks like all 3 lanes are still moving further up, so I say they've probably cleared it out. It's all just traffic banked up from earlier on. Yeah, so I'd rather ask for help than to fuck something up. But how, is it okay? Now, we'll just use a fuel station for an example. You pull up there and whatever it is that you need, there's 2 rules I would say. Rule number 1, just pick your person. If you can see someone that looks like they don't have time, probably don't bother them. If they're rushing around or they look like they're fucking grumpy or whatever, just leave them be. If it's the only person there and you seriously need help, fucking just ask them. But I think if you went up to someone and you said, mate, can I just ask you something? 99 people out of 100, straight up, they're just going to say, yeah, what's up? There's going to be one person that just straight up says, no, you can't even ask me anything. And that's the second rule, I would say. Rule number 2, if someone just straight up says no, they haven't even heard what you have to ask. If they straight up say, no, I'm not even listening to you, rule number 2, remember that face, because it is the face of a cunt. And just don't associate with cunts. Simple as that. as funny as that may sound, or silly as that may sound, there are people out there like that. You know, you may have to, I can't even think of something that you'd ask, you know, like, oh mate, you go somewhere, if you've already driven somewhere, you know, you probably should already know your gear, but, you know, mate, I forgot how to do a truckie's hitch. Can you just quickly, do you mind quickly showing me? Now, you could get someone that says, oh, sorry, mate, I don't have time. They're not being rude. You know, or if they say, no, I can't remember how to do it either, or whatever. But, like, the thing is, if you go somewhere and you, let's use a truckie's hitch, a simple thing, you've tied a load down, the ropes come loose, you need a retie or whatever, even though you technically shouldn't be using ropes. But all that aside, if you just say, mate, I just need an angle, do you have 2 minutes just to come and show me this, or explain to me that? And it's not as if everyone, if you're, like I said, we'll just use the service station example, everyone's going to turn around and just point at you and laugh and go, oh, look at this cunt's asking for help! What a fucking dumb cunt! No one's going to do that. It doesn't happen in real life. That's a fucking nice, neat looking Kenworth. Fucking, she's a fucking beauty. Might almost look that nice if I got time to clean it, got time to wash it. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So no one's going to make fun of you. No. Oh, I mean, there might, like I said, the 1 in 100 times. But the thing is, to get that one person, you got to be pretty unlucky. You know, and if someone says no, just shrug it off and fucking either ask the next person or just say, oh, fucking I don't give a shit. Now I'm still young. I had my birthday on the weekend. Not getting any younger though, but I wouldn't call myself old school. You know, I wouldn't say, you know, an old trucker. You know, I'm still getting experience. I've only been driving these for a year. Been driving Richards and all that for, you know, 5 or 6 years prior, or earlier, sorry. But so I'm not completely new, but to the semis, I'm still learning stuff and getting the hang of things. So there's no harm in asking for help, in asking for advice, or, you know, could you just show me this? But why I bring up old school truckers, I think in most cases, someone that's been around, someone that has done it, someone that's been doing it for 20, 30, 40, however many years. I mean, even I would class myself as what they're about to say. Someone that has been doing it that long and has seen how it has changed so much in, let's say, the past 10, 15, 20 years, let alone more. They would rather someone come to them and ask for help or advice and then be able to pass their knowledge on than someone to come in and be a know-it-all little fuckhead and go, oh yeah, I fucking know this and I've done that and I've worked here and I've worked there and I know everything and I'm a fucking super trucker. No one wants that. No one wants to hear it, no one wants to see it, no one wants to deal with people like that. Yeah, I mean, if anyone, like, people have come up to me before and, you know, talk this and that. Well, I went into a service station the other day just to get a drink, and a bloke had pulled in just before me. I didn't see him pull in, but he was parked there already at a pump. But there was no one pumping, so I thought, oh, this bloke's inside. His left indicator on his B trailer was just stuck on. So it wasn't flashing or anything, and his indicators weren't on the rest of the truck. But his trailer was, the light was fucking on the back. It was just stayed on. So So I thought, oh, I'll go inside. Anyway, there was two blokes, one at the drinks fridge, one paying for fuel. And I thought, well, I'm not going to bother the old mate there because he's doing something. So I went over to the drinks fridge because that's what I pulled in the survey for anyway. I needed the drink. Went over there, said, mate, you in that big blue one outside? He goes, yeah, what's up? I don't know if you know, but your tail lights are stuck on, your left indicator. He goes, oh, fuck's sake. He said, I just had all my tail lights fucking rewired and all that. He said, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I'll have them look at it when I get back to the yard. It's just little things like that where you communicate with each other and people like it. I love the mateship of when you get along with a truckie. You know, you get someone on the radio, you tell them, oh, look, mate, there's, you know, when someone's trailing behind you pretty close, mate, there's a little one on the fog line up here. Then they get back on the radio, thanks, mate, you know, you have a good day. I fucking love that. You know, or you tell someone coming the other way, yeah, there's one sitting in the bushes up just, you know, a couple K ahead of you with a radar gun checking your speed. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you're good back that way. That's what trucking should be. But these days you talk to, I wouldn't say half the people, you talk to a lot of people on the radio and I don't fucking... I think this here is going to be the little thumbnail. That little blue light section, that'll be the thumbnail. That looks pretty good. But yeah, so anyway, moral of the story, yes, it's fine to ask. There's no proper way to ask. Just be courteous. Don't be a fucking know-it-all. You go up to someone, call them mate or buddy or pal or whatever. You know, just go up to them, mate, you got a minute? Can I just ask you a quick question? Like I said, 99 people out of 100 are going to say, yeah, what's up? Some might say, oh, sorry, mate, I don't have time. You know, I've got to get going again. But you know, like, there's no harm in that. And like I said, most old school truckies would fucking love and cherish to pass on a bit of knowledge rather than go, oh, well, you know, those days are gone, you know, where people don't talk to you. Oh, and I had to record this bit because I forgot to... My videos aren't scripted, so sometimes you think, oh fuck, I should have said that. So this is something I'm adding to the video as well. I'm always happy to help someone out. You know, even if you're driving past, see someone on the side of the road, they're not at a truck stop, they're just in the middle of nowhere, you know, they're just pulled over. Quite often I'll get on the radio and I'll just say, hey there mate, you alright? You know, you all good? And, you know, they've always said, yeah, I'm fine, or, you know, sometimes they're broken down. Oh, yeah, I've got a bloke on the way, or blown a steer tyre, got a truck coming to change it. Most times, you know, you're doing 80, 90, 100 kilometres an hour. By the time they reply, you're 2 k's down the road, you couldn't do anything anyway. But it's just the mateship of asking if people are okay. And on the flip side of that, you give someone 5 minutes of time a day and you just hope that if or when you need that help, someone's there for you. You know, you've got a flat tyre on your trailer and you can't feel that you've got a flat tyre or you've had a blowout. It's on the inside, so you can't even fucking see that you've got a flat. Someone gets you on the radio, your lights aren't plugged in, or you've blown a light globe. Someone calls you up, mate, you've got a light out, just so you know you've got a fucking light out on your trailer. You know, or the same thing, someone gets you on the radio, mate, just letting you know, 2 k's up the road, there's a fucking big dead kangaroo in your fucking lane. You might want to get over. You know, it's just shit like that, where you're not even physically interacting with someone, but you're helping people out. You know, you get people on the radio, or you can even just, when you go into a service station, you just say, oh mate, if you're heading off that way, just let you know that this is going on. You know, at the weighbridge, they've got the fucking drug bus going. Just a heads up. You know, so I thought I had to add that part as well, because that's, you know, you help me, I help you. You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. All that sort of shit. It's, you know, it's very appreciated on the road, and you know, those that do it know it. So yeah, if you're new to driving, don't be afraid at all to jump on the radio and, you know, and just chuck shit out there of what's going on. Don't talk shit all over the radios like some people do, but you know, just let people know what's going on, and you know, it is appreciated. Yeah, so that's about it for today. We'll call that in for a moment. We'll chuck that up as the little thumbnail. Hopefully there's not too much more traffic. Bit of traffic coming up behind me though. Anyway, that's it. So, as always, if you got any topics that you'd like me to touch base on, any questions that you got, I can throw them in the comments. I love all that shit. I read every comment. I don't get to reply to every single one. Sometimes they get a bit too much at times, but mate, boys and girls, I fucking love reading the comments. I love, you know, interacting. So, you have yourself a good day, good week. We'll do it all again. Bye now.